Okay, would you like me to explain the whole thing about why they worship you if you're painted red? Okay, so you know the guy that kidnaps you, the player character's son from the plane wreck, or he was one of the scientists stationed here in this area, and oh shoot, I was in the wrong way. Actually, now that I think about it, that might be a different lake. I don't know. But the thing is, it looks almost identical to Geese Lake to me. but anyways, so so the so entrance, the entranceway proper to the scientific facility is just a very bold red color. And a lot and the guy that abducted the player's son is like I think like his unofficial name is the Red Man or something like that. And the cannibals are kind of they're kind of experiments gone wrong or / escaped. And and all of the mutants are actual like failed experiments that like on people that mutated, I think. If I got that, if I have that info correct. But so basically the cannibals worship like they worship the Red Man kind of out of fear. And for the most part they do not go back into the scientific, like they don't go back into the research facility because like there's just a long hallway that's just solid red, so they're terrified of it. And same basic principle for why they kneel before you and pray to you. Now do be warned though, not all cannibals who do that, just a lot of them. There's certain ones I've found that don't. Like you know the big blue ugly guys? Those guys don't. Well, at least they usually don't. I, in a sense, beat one into submission earlier today. Because at first he wasn't. At first he wouldn't. Like he refused to kneel, but he just rushed me and hit me. Then I hit him back a few times, and he ran like about 10 feet away, and then started to pray. So yeah. Right, I'm gonna yeah, I went back to the plane wreck and oh yeah, I saw them. Yeah, I saw them. The beach is just right over there, but I'm seeing if there are any suitcases you missed up here, and there are a few. Perfect. Electrical. Pronounce things incorrectly. Spelling is heard. I cannot English. Yeah, not sure how much of that you heard, but yeah, basically I was making some, but I was searching for any suitcases you missed. Okay, and then I basically started stumbling over my words, so I said a bunch of silly phrases. Okay, so stumbling. So I found an unopened. I found an unopened one of the suitcases, and it had some electrical bits. So so now I have a slingshot at my disposal. And if I do say so myself, I am a crack shot. So yeah. It usually takes me a little bit to get my aim right, but once I do, once I get a good sense of the distance, I can bullseye a rabbit. Well, for the most part. Like, how do you aim? Like, how do you tell where it's aiming? It's so you, hang on, let me pull mine out. Could you give me a, could you, wait, hang on, do I have any rocks? Okay, yeah, I have a small stone, hang on, let me check. Yeah, 1 second, it's gonna drop my radio, so, thank you. Okay, so the way that you aim with the slingshot is you want to kind of like look right in between the fork in it, like right between the parts where the cloth is wrapped around the stick. Like and the further away something is, you need to aim higher. But if you're crouching, you actually have to aim even higher, because while like when you use a slingshot while crouched, it actually lowers it. So yeah, I found that out the hard way. I almost died too, if I remember correctly, that one time. Watch out, we got company. Looked like a masked one. Have you ever looked at the masked ones up close? Like the masked, like they're called masked ones because they wear they basically wear the skin of humans as a mask. So yeah, it's really creepy. Alrighty, let's see. If memory... What? Oh, shoot! Alrighty. I'm a bit rusty with using a spear, so... This may end poorly.
Alrighty, much better. Right, 1 second. Let me just turn your volume up a little bit so I can hear you a bit better. Okay, say something. Perfect. Don't worry. Brendo is master scavenger. Well, when he is not dying in glorious combat, that is. Eh? Oh, perfect. Yes. Perfect. Thank you so much. I think it only gave me one. I think you have to add them to the tray one at a time, but you can give them all to me at the same time. Thank you. Alrighty, now. No, and I'm really not used to playing legitly because a couple of my friends are really bad influences. Oh, hello, little rabbit. The rabbit's trying to steal my stuff. I think not. Perfect. No one's the wiser. Oh, oh. I see a small cannibal camp. Like it's a few huts. Well, there's a few rabbits running around my feet. Okay. Also, but I should probably inform you before I forget to that I have a tendency to speak in third person because I can. Brando likes to speak in the third person. Yay! Aha! Sweet, there's a rope here. I think the water skin you need deer. I think you need deer hides for that one, actually. Yeah. Gotta use them for something. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay. Step back for a moment, and I'd like you to try to imagine something. Imagine a really rugged looking man with a really rugged looking muscular dude wearing a camo shirt and jeans, like crouch walking out of the bushes with his bow drawn, while clad completely in bone armor. So basically, I'm like the guy would be a walking skeleton. I stared my friend really bad once when I did that. As it should. Alright, I am heading. What the bone armor? Or well, you do know how to get that, how to do it, right? Oh yeah. Okay, I'm not talking about in real life. I'm only half crazy. I'm not full on insane, dude. It would be. And where would you? Well, take into account that in real life you wouldn't have to use cannibals, but you wouldn't have to use humanoid stuff. You could just use animal bones instead. Yeah. See, if I were to end up stir crazy like that, I'd probably still retain some form of sense, like some form of logical reasoning where I'd be able to tell if somebody I'd be able to tell if somebody is a potential ally or something, or friend, because if I've had to, because obviously if I had to resort to making armor out of bones, I must have been alone for quite some time. So yeah, okay, okay, just, that that depends on how you make the first impression. Well, by my standards, you have. So you're really friendly. That's good enough for me. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah. The stream. Having the stream open was causing me to have low frame rate, so I closed that. And, but I have kept the map open so I can tell where where some cannibal patrol routes are. Because like you know how like at certain times or just like whenever they run by they'll run in a certain direction. Yeah, yeah, they're following a specific path. So yeah. Yeah, earlier today I came to the realization that my friend and I had built like we had started to build a hunting camp kind of up farther north. Like we had God mode on because we were just messing around because we'd already legitly beaten the game. So what ended up happening was we built literally right on top of the center of one of the more northern cannibal patrol routes. Okay, not far from where we had set up there's a fishing hut that has a bucket of paint, a bucket of red paint that spawns in there. I had used it, so I was all red, and my friend was far enough away that the cannibals didn't notice her. Like, so she was like, huh? When she saw like oh, I actually said that, but it was in a much more ominous tone. I was like, yes, bow before your god. And then I think I followed that up with a as I have a tendency to do because I get bored of well, basically normal is relative and normal is also boring. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so in like at the most at one time I think I had like maybe this is a rough guess, but maybe 12 to 15 cannibals were kneeling in a wide circle around me. It was taking all of my willpower in real life not to just burst out laughing because my friend was just standing across the creek, like just really far away, but still within my sight, just like staring me down in complete awe. Huh? No, my friend knows about that. Yeah, he told me that that she was starting to think that I was letting it get to my head. Well, she was probably more correct than she knew. Because I was enjoying that way too much. Yeah, I think you were. Just a little bit. I wish you could turn off tooltips in this. Just like or like just the prompts down in the bottom right every time that you, like it's like learn the basics of survival or blah blah blah. I wish those would just disappear on their own before tool. It'd make my life a whole lot easier. How long have you had this game? like when it was first put on Steam in early access. My friend, you've just blown my mind. Yee. Oh. I wish that I could see a picture of that or something so I know what it looks like. Yeah, I would Google it right now, but I'm too lazy. And also, there's a cannibal lead. There's a cannibal leader off in this. Welcome, newcomer. If you need anything, ask our lovely host Duke. He'll explain anything you need.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a lot easier using Discord than just talking to this.
Yeah, I can go on Discord.
Alrighty.
Hello?
We are the Three Musketeers. Now we just need a D'Artagnan.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Our home away from home, in this sweet, beautiful corner of living hell.
Wow.
Except for Duke's personal armor.
Yeah. Cool.
I do. Okay, just so you're aware, Duke, I do have developer mode on, but since you don't want it used, I will not use it. If I were to use it, it would only be the save command. But that hardly ever works anyways for me, so there's no point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, quite the interesting story. Water.
Yeah.
They're too big.
Oh, yeah.
It's guilt-proof cheesing right there, or guilt-free cheesing. Well, of course, that's a given. If I may, gentlemen, I have just found the location of some flares and modern arrows. Over. Ah, and a tennis ball. No, I'm not crouching. Yeah, no, I was. I actually can't remember why I came over this way. I think I was just wandering. Not very. Your guys' names are moving very quickly. So, like this is pretty close to the base.
Oh
Actually, I had no idea it was this close.
yeah.
Like seriously. Hello, squirrel. You must die. Okay, well, while we're over here, would you fine gentlemen like to hear a rather funny story that actually happened between me and a squirrel? Okay, so I used to live in the same town as one of my grandparents. So I was walking home from their house because this is a small town, mind. And like for as long as I can remember, because you know how like in like smaller towns there's those neighborhoods that have like the really weirdly arranged blocks end. Yeah, yeah. So there's this one triangle-shaped yard that, for as long as I can remember, had these trees well, at least every memory I have of those trees, they had no leaves or new branches on them. So one day I had just barely left my grandparents' house because this was the next block over, and then as I get to the last one of those trees, and like in that yard, I hear a faint growling noise. So I look around and don't see anything, and then I stop and just listen to see where it was coming from. It was coming from above and to the right of me. So I look up, there's a squirrel giving me the death stare. Like, seriously. Seriously, if not going to lie, that was quite unnerving. Oh, sorry, I snagged that battery.
That's alright.
Hey Duke, do you have a small pouch bag yet? I mean a small rock bag, so you can hold more rocks with a slingshot. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm currently rabbit hunting right now so that I can make a quiver. That's something that I recommend having at least 2 of back at the base in the armory once it's finished, is at least two arrow baskets. No, I said it. At least. It's on TNT Dynamite. Is it like just it blends in really well with the ground, like in the middle of the trees? Like it's one of the explodable things. I found one and I almost didn't notice. Like I almost didn't see the little dynamite icon above it. The reason that I noticed it at all was because it was a sheep. It was because it had a rather strange appearance compared to other things. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 of them on me. Sorry, I'm running towards the
Prepare to fight. If we die with honor.
bait. Yeah.
Death before dishonor.